welcome to Thursday Live with Triple J TV. I'm Jonathan, and this is Azra. So, how is everyone today? Go on, Azra, keep going. How is everyone today? What did you get up to yesterday? Was it just a normal day? I managed to get my suit trousers sorted out with the tailor yesterday, so that was good. That was one less worry before we go away on the cruise, even though we have got 2 weeks. It was just one of those little stresses that I didn't need to be worrying about. I've got to get my car sorted out today. I've got to take it back the day we go on the cruise, just for them to check something out. So, not an ideal scenario because that day is going to be particularly busy. But I'm going to make a few alterations and get a couple of things done before the day. So, primarily, on that day now, it should be having to take the car to the garage. I said to them I can only give them a couple of hours in the morning. Then I've got to take the dogs into the sitters at lunchtime. And then, really, unless anything really crops up, the time is my own, sort of getting the cases ready and what have you. I mean, to be fair, we'll probably do a lot of it. The packing and Julia's stuff, James's stuff, the day before. Azra, come on. Yeah, it's just handy that I'm off that day and it's given me sort of that extra sort of 24 hours to get stuff done. But I wanted it to be a reasonably chill day, but it isn't going to be now. Because it's just going to be, everything's going to have to be pushed back probably by a couple of hours. So, hey ho, I'm not going to stress about it. Just got to get everything done. So, just a normal work day today, and then not a lot happening. This evening, just a normal evening at home. So yeah, we might even bring the dogs out again for the long walk. I don't know. Just depends how warm it is today, really. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Do like and subscribe. Does mean a lot. We've had a real push again on subscribers over the last sort of this week. In fact, I think I've had about 6 or 7, 12 off 300. So if you are able to, do like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps to give it a boost moving forwards. So yeah, if you can do that, I'd really appreciate it. A few people saying hello. Good morning to everyone. I can't actually respond to these, so I can just see. I can just say hi to everyone that I can see. Yeah, if everyone viewing who hasn't already, if you don't mind subscribing, that would really be a massive help to the channel. So, yeah, can only ask as nicely as possible with a cherry on the top. So yeah, the channel is growing all the time now, and the more people that subscribe, the more people will be given the opportunity to see these lives and videos, and there's lots of content coming up. If you haven't already been with me, you'll know that in the next in the next couple of weeks we're going on a Mediterranean cruise, which will be great. Then we've got a river cruise on the Thames with the London Eye, and then we've got Euro Disney in a few months' time as well. So there's loads of exciting stuff coming up on the channel. Just hope you can join us for the ride, because it's going to be exciting sort of couple of months. I will continue doing these lives each day because people seem to enjoy watching Azra, not listening to me, I'm sure. Come on, good girl. But yeah, it's I'm doing this anyway. I'm coming out for the walks every day. So yeah, I just dared to get on the scales before I came out. I have been really good. I haven't got on it all week, and I'm thinking, oh, should I do it tonight or should I just surprise myself on Saturday when we have our weigh-in? You know, I just jumped on it, and if it's right, it's another couple of pounds this week, which is positive because last week, if you remember when I was speaking about it, it was a bit of a neutral week. No wins, no gains, no wins, no losses. Sorry. We've got another high there at the bottom. The phone is quite small. Is that the Colombian flag? I can't actually see it. I'm sorry if I've offended anyone there, but I can't really see it. But welcome wherever you're watching from. You're always welcome. Do like and subscribe to the channel. Come on. For those of you that might have joined us before, and there's more and more, I was having a look at my analysis, and there's more and more people coming back watching. Obviously there's far more newer people watching every day, which is great, but it actually is quite nice to know that people are coming back and watching, because it means I'm doing something right, even if it's just showing Azra. Yeah, it's just interesting, the sort of the facts and figures and stats that you can find out on YouTube, if I'm honest, like that, returning viewers or new viewers, age, demographic, geography, in other words, where people are watching, age, that sort of stuff, you know. I find it all very interesting. The age thing always worries me because it seems to me I've got a higher percentage, just above 35 to 44, or 65 plus people watching the videos. Right, you deciding to go there, are you? Right, just bear with me, guys. Azra's just going to the loo. Just one sec. And I'm still here. Gets it out of the way early, which is good. I'm sure she feels a lot better as well. All right, carry on. Let's go. Come on, good girl. So yeah, I was talking to you also about Azra. Come here. Good girl. I was talking to you about the cruise group on Facebook. How we'd hit the milestone of 500 just the other day, a couple of days ago, I think it was. And it just seems to have started accelerating again. And again, I sort of thought this was probably going to happen when people were coming up to sort of 2 weeks before the cruise, sort of wanting to get information and stuff like that. But these people that have these big groups, and I'm talking about thousands of people, I don't know how it's easy for them to moderate all the time, to be honest with you. You know, I don't. Obviously, there's the spam option, but it doesn't allow people to put crap on there, which obviously I can moderate quite easily. But all the other comments that go on are basically unmoderated because I just don't have the time to look at every single one before they go on there. Now, what I will say is, I look at every single post that goes on there, and if I'm not happy with it, it gets taken off, or I will comment. And had to a few weeks ago because someone had put quite a sarcastic comment on there, and it's yeah, I wasn't happy about that at all. And you know, people with the, I always said from the very outset with my group, no question is stupid, whatsoever, because you don't know sort of people's levels of. Oh, hi again to Simply Fishing. Welcome back. Go on, Azra, keep going. Go on, go on, go on. Yeah, you don't know people's sort of levels of cruising. I actually did a poll yesterday on the group. Come on, Azra, look at this, guys. Just look. This is because of the rabbit sense over here. Now you're going to get tangled up, aren't you? Come on. You're going to get tangled up. Right, lift your paw. That's it. Good girl. Yeah, you don't know people's level of experience on cruises. So I did do a poll yesterday, and it was quite interesting. Come on, Azra. Come on. I think I put sort of first timers, been before, and veterans. And someone added a sort of been before but not a veteran sort of option, and I thought that was quite interesting because I think probably veteran status with cruising probably has got to be 5 times plus. And most people are saying they've been a lot more than 5, not a lot more than 5, sort of 8, 9 times. Actually, you're going to get tangled up again. Oh, good girl. I mean, this is our 3rd cruise. I wouldn't say we were veterans, far from it, because we don't go every year. You know, one cruise was before James was born, so he's going to be... I think there's a deer over there and over the back there, guys. I don't know if that's coming out on the camera, just in the very back of the field. Beyond those birds have just flown off. There's a baby deer just along the hedge there. So I'm hoping that's coming out as we get closer. No doubt Azra will bolt because she'll see it and it will go. But it's just going along there. I think it's gone into the bush now. Yeah, it's gone into the bush. That's gone now. Yeah, but as I was saying, once was before he was even born. We went on a weekender to Bruges, so a mini cruise. Second time was on Ventura 2 years ago, and we actually booked a cruise we're going to be going on in a few weeks. Good girl. On that cruise, you know, and that's quite interesting. And there is some talk about the next one that we want to do, but as I've said prior, we have got quite a few plans for the next sort of few years anyway. So the earliest said cruise may happen will be 28. So yeah, it's just something in the future to think about, really. But it is something that Julia had made noises about, the Norwegian Fords, which everyone you speak to sort of says how amazing they are. So perhaps we'll look into that. It's just not a hot summer holiday, is it? I mean, it may well be warmer than it normally would be in the winter months in Scandinavia, but yeah, it's not a warm summer holiday, is it? And that's what sort of always put me off a little bit. But hey ho, we will we'll see what happens with that. Deer must still be in the wooded area because I can't see it at all. Sun rising over there, guys. Lovely sunrise again this morning. If you are new to the channel, do like and subscribe. So I was saying earlier on, the channel really has taken off in the last sort of month, really, since we started doing these lives, if I'm honest with you. And we're now 12 away from 300, so that's all good. And obviously I just want the channel to keep growing. More subscribers, the more these videos go out, and the bigger the channel can become. Go on, Azra, keep going. As I've said, if you haven't been with us, there's lots of content coming up with the cruise, the river cruise, and the London Eye, and obviously Euro Disney. So lots to look forward to, and obviously these lives will be every day. Just chat about everything and nothing. Nice, we've had some interaction again this morning, so that was nice. Just 1 minute, get rid of Azra's stuff. Come on, come on. Do you want to go down there? Come on, just don't fall in. I may have said this, guys, before, if you've watched before. Azra actually fell in there, and the shock and horror in her face when she realised she was wet. It was a picture, and I was so annoyed that particular live, for whatever reason, failed to download, or upload, whichever you want to say. And yeah, it never came out, and I'm just absolutely gutted because it was quite funny looking back. I'm sure it wasn't funny for her. Anyway. So we are on 0.7 of a mile. Heart rate is quite high. Could do that being a little bit less, but obviously with the losing weight, that's only going to get better. What I will say is, guys, I'm not as breathless when I do these walks now. It's quite incredible, the difference. I mean, I started off at 15.9, and as of this morning, it was 14.7. So that's in 6 weeks. Lost over a stone. So it's going well. You know, I've been obviously doing these long walks every morning anyway. But the biggest thing for me is just watching what I've been eating. And I've still allowed myself a couple of treats, but just not overdone it. And I think that was the biggest thing for me. It was just, I was terrible for it. I would sit down and I wouldn't just have one Kit Kat or one Haribo or one sweet generally, or one pack of crisps. I'd just have a few at a time. And it's just like, do you really need to? So if there's any advice I can give there with helping with your weight, as much as exercise is good, you just be sensible. I haven't cut out anything. All I've been is sensible with it. So you don't have to go into all these diet programs with all this sort of well-known brands out there. If you've got your own willpower, we're not going to club each week. We do our own weigh-in every Saturday, which there will be a video coming out of before we go on the cruise. It's just willpower, guys. And I really think, and I really believe that. Sorry, left. Good girl. So, and I suppose that's the same with anything in life, isn't it? If you really want to do it, you'll do it. It's like smoking and, I don't know, biting your fingernails, whatever. You know, if you want to give it up, you'll give it up. And willpower is a very, very strong thing if you want it to be. So, anyway, that's the medical minute done. So sorry about that. We are coming up to sort of the halfway point of the walk. Got a few people viewing this morning and on board, so thank you for sticking with it this morning. As I say, if you ever got bored of listening to me droning on, just mute me and just keep Azra on, because she's the star of the show, not me. But do make sure you like and subscribe and hit the old bell, because then you know I'm live. There's another one scheduled for tomorrow as usual, and then I'm going to do the Cambridge live stroll on Saturday morning. And I was a bit sceptical about this because my car, as I've said already, is in the garage, but I'm getting it back today. And although it's got to go back, because I couldn't really put Azra in their loan car, really, you know. Even though it's a loan car and everything else, you should have a bit more respect for people from the point of view of A, someone's got to clean it, and B, if someone's allergic to dog hair and all that sort of stuff, you know, it's just not pleasant, is it? So I just thought it was the right thing to do, to not. So but it's now scheduled. It's now scheduled for Saturday morning. I think quite an early one. I want to say 6, well I say quite an early one, later than normal. I think it's 6 o'clock. I'll start a bit before. So feel free to join up whenever you can. Because that'll be about 45 minutes to an hour. And the reason I'm starting early is because Cambridge is a city. And as such, it becomes quite busy later into the walk you do. The beginning won't be that busy, but the end will. And if anyone actually watched my blog or vlog of the Cambridge one, you will know that there were some youngsters that were saying some silly things which I couldn't really sort of edit out. It was really tough to edit out, and I didn't really know what I was doing then, but now I've got the ability when I'm doing vlogs to edit. Lives aren't as easy, so, and also it's less people, so I can talk a bit more, show you a bit more freely, and what have you. So I think that'll be a good one on Saturday morning if you're interested. The London one we did last Saturday was a success, so I'm hoping the same will be for Cambridge. Did one in Royston as well, I think. Last weekend as well. So we did London and Royston last weekend. Now Royston is the nearest sort of town to where we live, because we were out in the villages. Cambridge is the nearest city, shall we say. If Royston's the nearest town, Cambridge is the nearest city. Trying to keep the walks at the weekend a bit different, as I said to you before. Obviously the same walk during the week because of time, but at the weekends I do try and shake it up, mix it up a bit. Sunrise over there, guys, look at that. That's coming out well on camera, beautiful. Do like and subscribe to the channel, does mean a lot. There is Azra leading the way. So we have got a decent amount watching this morning and have throughout the live actually, so thank you very much to everyone for sticking with it. It does mean a lot. We are coming up to Julia's allotment on the left hand side. We're then coming up to Azra's horsey friends, and depending on numbers at that point we'll either stick with it or we'll come off, purely and simply because it just gives me a bit of time to check a few emails and stuff before I get home, really. Come on, Azra, let's go. And it's a decent amount watching again, so we'll stick with this for a while, guys. So thank you for that. If you are just joining up, do like and subscribe to the channel. It does mean a lot. As I said before, the channel really has got going over the last sort of month or so. Julie's allotment there, second one in. It's more of the sunrise pictures. It's great. Gonna get some great ones, guys, on the cruise. They're sweet. You see the amazing sunrises coming sort of over the sort of, what's the word you want to say it? Is it the event horizon over from when it sort of comes over the curvature of the earth? I don't know if that's what it's called. That's what we'll call it. I'll make it up. Sounds intelligent, doesn't it? I'm sure someone can correct me. Come on, Azra. I've got some amazing pictures and videos from Ventura, and I wasn't even properly vlogging then, to be honest with you, or far from it. Although the videos I did do and pictures are on my channel. If you want to have a look at that, it's one of the first videos I ever did. So, or one of the first ever vlogs I did. Sorry. So don't judge if you see it, because it was one of the early ones. Right. So we're coming up to Azra's horsey friends. Come on. We'll see where they are this morning. Hopefully they're a bit closer than they were yesterday. Yeah, there's one right here. So you've got one right here, one over the back, and I can't see the pony this morning, to be fair. That's over there as well. So will Azra have a look? Yes, she will. Where's your friends? She's more sniffing than interested in the horses. Where's your friends, Azra? There they are. There's one of them, two of them. She's just fascinated. She never kicks off, really. She's just really interested. Come on in. So this road that we're on now will take us back up to the high street, and then obviously home now. We'll definitely sort of finish, depending on numbers, at the end of this road. Purely and simply, that's what I always do, draw the line at that, and then check emails, all that sort of stuff, all the rubbish stuff you have to do in the mornings when you get up. Get home, do my chores, and then I will chill out before I have to leave for work. Normally leave for work about 7:30. So what's it now? 20 to 6. So by the time I've done the dishwasher and sorted out my lunch, normally around 6:10 past. And then Julia and James, leave it, come on. Julia and James normally start getting up around 7. So I see them for a little bit before I go to work. This is a far cry from when I used to leave home at sort of 6 in the morning, you know, and, you know, bust my you-know-what for a company that didn't appreciate it. That's for sure. Never got paid any overtime. I'm supposed to start... Come on. Supposed to start at 8 and I was normally there at 6:30 every day. You might say, why would you do that? But I won't go into it and bore you now, but there were circumstances that if I didn't do what I did, the place just wouldn't function. And quite frankly, I can't work in an unfunctional environment, because when you're dealing with the public, it's hard enough as it is without dealing with a functional department as well. So I made that decision. I stick by it, but the new place I am at now, which I'm really enjoying, is completely different, and I still go in sort of 15 minutes early, but that's not an hour and a half early, and you actually have the time to speak to people properly and nicely and still get all your other jobs and administration done. This week, I would say, has been the busiest week since I've been there. Monday and yesterday, it was almost sort of dealer level phone calls coming in. It was just one after the other. And I have to write everything down, guys. I don't know what you're like, but I have to write everything down because I forget. But it just felt like yesterday, before you'd even finished doing one job, and the next phone would go, and it was like that. Well, definitely in the morning, not so much in the afternoon. The mornings are always seem really, really busy. Then the afternoons sort of seem to sort of tail off a bit, which isn't a bad way of it being, really. You know, being busy makes the day go quickly, so I quite enjoy it busy. And there's really, really good banter as well, which is so nice as well. Lots to be said for banter. Some people might say, oh, well, it depends on your definition of banter. You know, some people think it's picking on people and stuff like that, but we're all of an age there where we're not dealing with, shall we say, the younger generation that seem to get upset at the slightest thing. And I say that loosely because I'm sure that's not the same for all of them. But I've been in the trade now 25 years, and I've seen most things and heard most things. And if you can't have a bit of a laugh and a joke at work and take the mickey out of each other, then you've got problems, I think, because you do very long days and you're there longer than you are with your family. Although obviously, as I was just saying, my hours are shorter now, so I do get to spend more time at home. Come on, Azra, let's go. But yeah, it's I'm in a lot better place than I was, that's for sure. So yeah, that's all good. Okay, so we now got more people joining up all the time, so thank you for that. Do like and subscribe to the channel. As I was saying, the channel has really been growing hugely over the last sort of month. This is what you like with cars and vans, guys. You might have just seen that. But yeah, it's people like yourselves that are doing it. So, good morning. Yeah, people like yourselves that like and subscribe, that are really helping the channel, so thank you. And if you haven't, please do. Alright guys, I think, come on, once Azra comes back into the shot, we'll start wrapping this up. Right, so I hope you have a good day everyone, and we will catch up tomorrow.